NYPD officer has died days after he was shot during a botched robbery. That is where we're starting tonight at 6 o'clock. I'm Natalie Pasquarello.
And I'm Chuck Scarborough. Officers have gathered at the hospital for that fallen officer.
News 4's Mark Santia live in Brownsville with the breaking details.
Natalie and Chuck, I'm at Brookdale Hospital. I'm going to step out and give you a look at what's happening right now. Hundreds of police officers have gathered to pay their respects to Officer Adid Fayaz. Now, from Chopper 4 up above, you can see the officers standing shoulder to shoulder to honor the fallen officer. Preparations now underway for what's called a dignified transfer of the officer's body from the hospital to the morgue within the hour. An arrest in the shooting of an off-duty NYPD officer. Police tracking down 38-year-old Randy Jones to this Rockland County Days Inn.
He fled, but he could not evade our reach.
Police say Jones shot Officer Adid Fayaz in the head on Saturday night. Fayaz and his brother-in-law had set up a meeting with Jones to buy a car advertised on Facebook Marketplace.
The male then asked jokingly, "Are you guys carrying a gun?" Both men responded no. At this time, our perpetrator grabs our MOS in a headlock, points the gun at his head, and demands the money.
Police say Fayaz and his brother-in-law explained they did not have cash. And then
the perpetrator points the firearm at the brother-in-law. Police officer Fayaz was able to break free, at which time the male fired, striking him in the head.
U.S. Marshals and police tracked Jones all the way to Harlem and ultimately to that Rockland County hotel where they used Officer Fayaz's handcuffs to make the arrest.
We wanted him to know what he did to that officer, and that officer's cuffs were on him, and I think it sends a powerful message. Back here live from Chopper 4, you're looking at the preparations for what's called a dignified transfer. It's a solemn procession done by the NYPD. Officer Fayaz will be honored by the men and women of the NYPD as his body is transferred from the hospital to the morgue. This is a very emotional and solemn scene right now here in Brooklyn. Chuck and Natalie, we're live in Brownsville. I'm Mark Santia, News 4 New York.
All right, Mark, thank you.